Um, I just said Barry again, didn't I? Maybe this is my sign that we need to actually hop onto Platinum Kaiser. What's optional bosses? Because it is the same as mini bosses. Is this not the same as mini bosses? Because some of the mini boss trainers are completely optional. Um, Rematch. Does this guy give us like a cup through in the original game? Pokemon Mansion. The Loyal Trio. What? These are some fuck art Screamtail. Paradox Pokemon. These are some fuck ass burglars running around with legendaries and Paradox Pokemon. Anyway, getting completely sidetracked. This is gonna be the Barry fight we're taking on. I just said Barry again. I just called Gary Barry again. Why do I keep calling Barry Gary? Is it because their names are similar? I might actually need to genuinely change Gary's nickname because I can't stop calling him Barry. Like maybe I wonder if there's a mod that allows us to like change Gary sprite into Barry just so I can stop getting confused anytime I refer to him as Gary. I said that as if Gary's name is Barry. Oh my god. Anyway, we'll go ahead. There we go. We'll go ahead and add Parasect to the team to deal with the Curlia. Staravia. Does this one get? Oh, it does get Pluck. It's fine. We'll just have to remove the berry from thingy. Fornyard. Like a best option is Clobberpuss. It's just Clobberpuss and Prey, right? And then Wartortle or bring Leonardo. Has the music stopped? Where's the music gone? Okay, music's back now. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan for Barry. Oh my god, I just called him Gary. Guys, please save me. Why do I keep calling why do I keep getting his name mixed up? Is it just me being old? Is it just me being old autistic? Guys, guys, I want to stop calling him Gary. Why? No, I just subconscious. It's been a long day, guys. It's actually been a long day. Like, I genuinely cannot stop calling him. Yeah, because Wartortle can deal with if it's a Charmeleon and that chemical start mix up. I'm pretty sure it should be Squirtle. But this fight shouldn't. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Wait, why did it go into Wartortle? Oh, never mind. Icy Wind didn't do that much. It's probably because of Icy Wind that it switched out. Pawniard, Creed. So now we're doing this dance, are we? I did not bring him on to deal with the Star Aviar. Not that I think we have anything. Nice. Oh, nice. Please eat a chop. Yes. I like that, Barry. I'm not gonna stop calling Gary Barry out, am I? I think it's because I'm more used to Barry than Gary, because Pokemon Platinum was my first Pokemon game, and it wasn't necessarily my introduction to Pokemon. The Pokemon anime was my introduction to Pokemon, but or it might have been the card games. I don't know. Regardless, Pokemon Platinum was my first Pokemon game. Yeah. Right. So now I need to put the fire types up at front and bring Mikey in the back. Oops, sorry. I'm probably bringing Nomura too for the bug type Nugget Bridge Trainer. Nice. Jean Grey can swap out. Killer Croc, you should be able to tank an attack from Wormadam at the very least. Yeah, I was correct. Fake out, Ember. Nice. I need to remember what I said. I believe it was on either attempt 3 or 4 where we need to like take our time. This is the round trainer. She leads off with a Amora and a Jigglypuff. Amora being ice and rock, with Jigglypuff being, I believe, normal fairy. Unless we led Wartortle and faked out, unless we led Wartortle and faked out the Jigglypuff slot. Clobbus isn't really like a good one to bring. But it might be the case we just have to lead and like go fake out turn 1. Fake out is such a good move to have in double battles. Absolutely, it disrupts the momentum of enemy trainers so much. And we've got like the Brion in the back. Do we have grass type? We have Grotwan, we have Poison Ivy. We will be fine. And we need to go fake out the Jigglypuff. Mudshot, that's fine. Rock Smash, but I believe you're a Chocolate Berry, but hopefully we still do relevant damage. Or potentially even one shot. Yeah. See, we got crit. Didn't have a swing on my drink. Prion's out. Now I'm gonna switch out into Leonardo, although I'm pretty sure this thing does have carry Icy Wind. But counter, if it does have Icy Wind, to counter the speed drop, I'm gonna Icy Wind the opponent. Oh, 1 for round. And it's Liquid Voice round, so it's not going to do that much damage to us. Right, this thing's Liquid Voice, right? Let me double check. Mini bosses. Let me just quickly select the next moves. Seed Bomb into... I don't think it read... Yeah, Seed Bomb into you. And I'll go, Warp Pulse into you. Yes, Liquid Voice. Well, they survived the Seed Bomb. So now It's equalized speed. I absolutely love how we've got the Ninja Turtles working together. We desperately need to get Raphael and Donatello. I know Raphael will probably be a Caracosta, but I'm not sure what. Oh no, Raphael will suit Terminator more. I guess Donatello will be Caracosta. That's assuming we get those other two mons. But I don't think there is a fight where we'd bring all four of them at once, especially considering like Caracosta and Blast Whip have overlapping types of water type, and then Terminator's Fire and Dragon. Yeah, it's really just Caracosta. I guess Seed Bomb, Icy Wind. Oh shit. So Brion is faster. We should survive. I don't know, Leonardo. Okay, no, Leonardo's got the citrus berry proc, so we're fine. Jigglypuff, unless we get like a very unlucky crit from Jigglypuff, we should be fine. Okay, let's actually put speed up on because we haven't got all day. Nice. Pokevile. Now this does seem counterintuitive, but we are going to lead off with water. We're not going to bring all of our water types. I need to make sure we give it a Wakan Berry. Do any of our mons have like ground type moves? Let me take a look. I think Growl has Bulldoze. Yeah, it's got Bulldoze. So it might be We'll bring Jean Grey for the Snowball that's in the bag. I love how I've done Nugget Bridge so much that I can just remember off the top of my head what the trainers have. And this is what I mean by like once you play Radical Red enough, you can kind of like not necessarily breeze through, but you can handle like a lot of the early game fights without necessarily needing to use a calculator. Like definitely for your earlier attempts, or if you're like brushing it off of like not playing well, you definitely will need to like use a calculator for like the first 2 or 3 attempts. But after like a while, you can kind of just like eyeball it, and it's mainly off of just like memorizing trainers. They're not necessarily memorizing damage rolls, but just like, for example, I'm not necessarily memorizing the damage rolls for Mikey, our Wartortle. But I am just slapping on the Wakan Berry because I do know that it should survive like a electrical type move with Wakan Berry. Unless we're like just very unlucky. Where is the Wakan Berry? Oh, we don't have one. Right. I'm not gonna lie, that does slightly change up our plan. I think we might just have to farm the citrus berry and hope it doesn't go. We definitely will got all the berry that reduces the damage from bug type moves. Tanga berry. I kind of don't like the fact we got Brion in the party. I'll bring Lizard. And this is the first fight we bring in all 3 Kanto starters to the boss fight. I know if we go ahead and change the natures, we could probably make ourselves feel better, but I can't be bothered to do that. We'll give you a Tanga Berry. No, you resist because I believe poison resists bug moves. So I believe your only weaknesses are fire, I believe Ivysaur's weaknesses are fire, psychic, ice, and flying. Where's the citrus berries? Bingo. We really need to sort out citrus berry situation because a lot of mons are just unnecessarily hugging a citrus berry. Click borders. Fake out the Pluffle because that's the scariest mon. Or I say scary in the sense that it's does more damage. Okay, we did survive that. Nice. Mikey shouldn't do that much damage to Wartork with borders, right? I mean, Leonardo. Okay, yeah, that didn't do much. Now we just need to get switch. We definitely do have to, unless we just click border, detect, right? Because water will just be immune to any moves that come into its slot. And then Bordeaux should finish off those other two at the front. Okay, they double targeted Leonardo. I wonder if Flame Burst can also burn berries like Incinerate too. Wait, didn't... Hang on, isn't Leonardo holding a... No, it's holding the Tangerberry. I need to check the summary screen. Okay, no, it still has its berry. I will click Rock Throw and switch Wartortle out into... I'm gonna kill a Croc because it should be tankier. Yeah, nice. Although the doubles AI is completely random on what it can target. Although I might just need to do testing with the AI off screen just to see how the AI behaves. Incinerate. Now these next two should be a little bit more scary. Damn, we've been live for almost 50 minutes. And we've only dealt with, what, 3 trainers? And a lot of our stream time's been just us yapping. But you know, that's good. That's a good thing. You know, if we can yap, then doesn't really matter. Now I need to remember what this John has. Right, if I remember correctly, she has a Greedent. She has a Greedent, a Clampout, and a Togetic. Bring Creed for the Greedent. Clampout... I feel more confident in Grottle's ability to handle the Clampout. We'll just need to give it a Yachi Berry. And then that just leaves the Togetic. Probably bring Rion. We'll switch out Crocodile, Killer Croc. I feel like I kind of need to give this thing the no, we need to give Grottle a Yachi Berry, and then we should be fine. That's in case Clampo clicks a nice move. I forgot if this thing gets a nice move. While the fight does this little animation thing, Jig, I'm gonna quickly check the check the trainer dot. Scroll down to the next trainer. It has Icy Wind. And then... Oh... I just realized I think Parasect would have been a much better lead than I'm just seeing now. I think Parasect would have been a much better lead than Clobbopus. Because we can easily just steal um the green and citrus berry. We should survive this. Yeah. And we'll click bug back. Oh, okay. I assume we're going to Togetic. Yeah, that makes sense. Although with bug bite, we should steal a citrus berry. Nice. So far we switched out one. And we stayed in for one turn, so now our counter should be, I believe... Oh, fuck off. Oh wait, this thing has Magical Leaf. No, this thing's gonna be faster, right? What's our speed? Because even with... There's a chance 40. Yeah, no, so this... So Togetic is gonna be faster. It was gonna go for Magical Leaf. Oh no, it's gonna go for an Air Slash. Fuck you. Fuck you. Power flinching me. Fuck you. Actually a dickhead. Right, I guess we go for Jean Grey now. I believe our counter should now be on there. We switched out 3 times, stayed in for 2 turns. OBS disconnected, which means streams temporarily gone down for I believe Twitch. I'm not sure how the stream will be holding up on YouTube. I don't know why OBS will just randomly do that. It's weird. Now it's spam that live. Okay, now OBS should be reconnected. I'm not sure if we're back on YouTube. Actually, I might just take a quick look to see we're all good on YouTube. Let me just make sure. Click Leech Life. What's the fucking point? Sorry for my French again. But what was the point of switching out if your shows we've been live, average view duration 23 minutes. Okay. Think we're fine. So we'll just carry on. Ooh, we got a TikTok notification. Who wants... Anyway, I guess we'll just carry on. Does show that the stream quality is poor. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, let's just carry on. Sorry for the... no, back out. We want to go into Jean Grey. And Ancient Power, please. Omniboost? No. T-Wave is fine, as long as we don't get power flinched. Oh, I fucking hate this game. Power flinched. Oh, this game is so cringe. How am I getting power flinched on 2 Mons? I'm just clicking fake. It's gonna go into Clan Pal. Yeah, smart AI has been triggered. Um, does this thing have anything that warrants us switching out Ward or unless the AI saw that was just dead to unless the AI just saw that it was dead to oh no, it's because it resists all form. Um, going to Leonardo. I guess it hasn't triggered smart AI yet. Click seed bomb. Now because a knockout's finally been taken, even after the AI's been jumping up and down, switching around. The smart AI counter thing imaging's been reset. I'm just double checking. Greed and smooth. Stomach Tantrum, Facade, Seed Bomb, and Thunderfang. We resist Seed Bomb, resist Thunderfang. Stomping Tantrum, we also resist. And then I think Facade just does normal damage. And since it's. Never mind, we outspeed Greedent anyway. Now, next should be the annoying Togetic that loves to just power flinch us. We go into Mikey. Yeah, I went for T-Wave. Then I must have seen them fake out. Yeah, now how was the other bit of I can't talk. Yeah, how does it feel to get to get flinched out, huh? Please, and oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How? Genuinely how? Genuinely how? How has it managed to land? How has it managed to get a critical? No, sorry, not a critical hit. How has it managed to get a flinch every single turn after it paralyzes us? Like what? At least, at least the prick is dealt with now. Right now, this guy leads off with a Mabastiff. So Flubberpuss lead is good. There's a Misdreavus in the back that has like Hex and stuff like that, and is also running Will-O-Wisp. So it might be a scenario where we bring Fire type, probably Crocodile. And then there's the what's the Pokemon called? Salander as well. Yeah, and then we've got Charmeleon in case Crocodile goes down. Actually, I think Parasect is a much better lead into Mabastiff than Clobberpuss is. Do we need Leonardo? Not really. But I guess we can be tanky against Misdreavus. Although I kind of want to give you a Ross Berry if we are going to use you against Misdreavus. Let me just go ahead and grab one, which we do have, thankfully. Because I remember there was a I think on a previous sim there was like a specific it was either a status cure berry that we just didn't have access to at this point, and I'm not sure what it was. Can't be both to check because it's not really relevant. Can't talk. It's not really relevant right now. And yeah, we saved our Poke Heals enough so we can use it. so we can use the final one after we beat this guy. Oh, I forgot about Firefang. Luckily, we survived that. Jeez, that could have gone wrong. I'm actually curious to know what the damage rolls to that was, so I might actually take a look at the calc to see if we were lucky for that. But we are gonna hard switch out now. On second thoughts, we probably should have brought Clobbopus. I completely forgot this thing has Firefang. That means this move says Strawberry Firefang. Oh, I don't know. Let me check Crocodile's moves. Okay. Good Crocodile. Ice Fang. Why didn't it go for Fire Fang? Unless it was random move because we're dead to anything. I kind of want to click Yawn. This thing is Citrus Berry, right? Yeah. That's just puts heal us up. Citrus Berry, yep. Oh, it just about survives. But I think it goes for it's going to click Bite again. But I believe if we switch Mikey in now. No. We want to bring Mikey out for the what's the Pokemon called? We want to bring Mikey out for the Slander. Okay, the AI decides to hard switch out. I'm fine with this though. Toxic is fine because I believe you should be that to Bubble Beam. Let's hope. If not, Aqua Jet should finish you off. Next, it should be Mischievous. Now, because we are status, it's going to try and click Hex. So we want to go into Jean Grey because it doesn't have a status, and because it's a fire type, it can't go for a it can't use Will-O-Wisp. Now I just want to double check what this thing's other moves are. Shockwave and Icy Wind, which, to be honest, we're not really scared of. So I think it's just gonna try to spam Eviolite. Considering it's like a bet, at least with crits, does 46 down to 20. So it did half of a HP, so it's gonna go for a Hex again. No, Mikey is. It's not good in a good position to bring Mikey in now. Yeah, it should be dead to Aqua Jet from this range. We just have to pray that Namor can survive Namor can survive the Hex. Because it is statused. Okay, we do. It's fine. And then we just click Aqua Jet twice and beat this fight. Unless for some godforsaken reason, Aqua Jet just didn't kill from that range. Yeah. OBS is just disconnected again for the second time. Why does it do that? I actually don't know why OBS just keeps disconnecting. Right, we'll just press on, I guess. I'll probably research on stream why OBS does that, but that's really annoying. Grunt. Okay, OBS should be back connected now. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's go ahead and switch screens so you can see what I'm looking at well, and I'm going through my thought process. It's gonna be Team Rocket. It's gonna be this one. And then we want to bring OBS back so I can see all you guys while I'm thinking about this. Right, Rowlith has Thunderfang. We don't have a Lacanberry, but Wartortle should be tanky enough where it can survive the Thunderfang. Don't know why we did that. I think it's because I was still in OBS and not into the ROM. So we'll go ahead and put Wartortle at the front. Gabai, I kind of want to bring... no, not you. I want to bring Floette for you. But I do want to bring... I'm going to keep Rion in the back as a backup, because I believe Theon does have an Icy Wind. Let me just confirm real quick. Yes, it has Icy Wind. Also, interestingly enough, it does have Encore, so it can be a switch into Kamala. What's Kamala's speed, at least at this point in the game? Let me bring up the thing. Speed is 42. Brion just needs to be faster than have at least a speed stat. Oh no, it's 40. Although it is modest, so if we were to give it a speed increase in nature, it should be faster than the Togedemaru, not the Togedemaru, it should be faster than... It should outspeed the... the Kamala, allowing it to force Kamala into an Encore lock. Right. So let's go back to OBS. Right, so we've got a Growlithe answer, Gabai answer with a backup, and then a Pseudo, and then we have a Kamala answer. Although, I think worst case scenario, I might have to go Black Belt Clobberpuss for the Kamala. And I want to go... Black Belt Clobberpuss. Wait, I just said that. I'm repeating myself. Black Belt Clobberpuss for the Kamala in the scenario where Nomura has to can't stay in on Kamala, but in theory it should if... In theory it should if... Yeah, it should be fine. Are you adamant? Yeah, you are. So we don't need to go ahead and change your nature. Do you want to give Wander a Citrus Berry? You are relaxed. Nice to be relaxed, but I need you to be a little bit modest for me. And then if you do well in this fight, you're free to come back for future fights. Go ahead. And now that we've like done a plan for that, we'll switch back to this screen. And then go ahead and deal with a rocket run. Fake out. Oh, I just made a mistake. I think it's fine though. I misclick and clicked on fake out, but it's not a horrible. It's not horrible. Because it means we can go encore to lock this thing into a protect. And now it's gonna protect every other turn. That's fine. Do you want to icy wind? No, we need to pay attention to when encore and stuff like that ends. We'll lower its speed just so we have the control. You're not going to use last resort. You're gonna stay using protect. You are not allowed to use last resort. This fight is so exploitable if you can get an encore mon. I'm so glad I got access to an encore mon because well, not this fight specifically, but this Kamala is so easy to deal with if you have an encore mon, and that encore mon has a speed stat of bare minimum 43 at this point in the game. Damn, it's got lucky and got 2 protects in a row. Damn. I want you to do that shit again. Do that shit again. Do that little dance I like. Do the little protect dance I like. Oh, we've only got 1 more PP of encore. That should got double protect again. I think the AI is salty because I've encore locked this thing. Okay, it's got 1 protect off. Don't get got 3 double protects. Fucking prick. Do you know how lucky you have to be to get 3 double protects? Oh. At least we survived. But yeah, you know how lucky you have to be to get 3 double protects? Like, actually insane. Well, next should be taking Amaru. It's gonna go for Zippy Zap. Now we are remembering that it is a priority move. Go kill a Croc. Goes for Zippy Zap. Now this thing should click U-turn and go into Gabai. Oh no, it goes into Growlithe. Interesting. Or I guess the reason why it goes into Growlithe is because the switching scores for Gabai and Growlithe are the same. Now, if I'm correct, because it's got Yawn, it's going to switch out this turn into specifically Gabai. I believe it should go into Gabai this turn. Oh no, it just stays in. Stay asleep? No. Fake out. Water Pulse. Hopefully this should be enough. No, still survive by little. Dragon Rage. Citrus Berry heals us back up. Water Pulse, please kill this guy. Water Pulse, Water Pulse, I need to kill this guy. I need to kill this guy. Thank you, Water. Now, next we talking Maru. It's gonna go for Zippy Zap. Oh no, it goes for Gabai. We can detect the Scouter's move. Okay, Dual Chop. We can. I kind of want to switch. No, we don't need to risk it. We'll just switch into Wonder now. Since it's gonna go for Dual Chop. Dazzling Gleam. We could have gone for Draining Kiss. Speed Foul. Now, the AI is probably gonna... Oh no, it just decides to switch in. We shouldn't be dead to this. Yeah, and then we'll heal up from the Citrus Berry, and then Draining Kiss should not heal the rest of us, but put us at a good HP. And then this just leaves the Token and Maru in the back. Which I believe should be going for Iron Head. Killer Croc's gone kind of on low HP, so I want to go through Jean Grey now. But if we have to... Oh no, it goes for Zippy Zap. Damn. Although that was a crit. So we'll just go Incinerate, right? U-turn. It's got a second crit in a row. How much did the Zippies have to do with a crit? I forgot. U-turn again. We should survive even with a crit. Yeah, that's a rocket fight done. And like I said, once you've known like Radical Red enough, a lot of the early game fights you can kind of just eyeball. Now with the Rocket Grunt defeated, you can kind of like chill out for like a couple. Okay, now we get access to Wacom Berries. Right, on Route 24, we have... So our old one encounters a 50-50 Courtney, 50-50 Quaxley. None of our good one encounters matter now, although... And here's the... Actually, what's very interesting... I say a good rod encounter doesn't matter now, because we can't get access to a good rod now, but that's not actually true. If we want to, we can do, once we've actually spoken to Bill and sorted that all out, we can go ahead and get, we can try and attempt the dig house grunt early. And what doing that does is it gets us more counters early, and on top of that gives us access to the good rod, which gives us a chance at Froakie. Although Froakie is not a mon that I can see myself bringing to Misty or absolutely needing, but it's something worth keeping in mind, especially since the grass encounters don't seem like they're gonna help against Misty. Like, the closest thing that might help is Pet Lil, but it's kind of a memon. And I think right now our Misty answers aren't like looking too great. So it might actually be, so we might actually honestly delay the encounter for Froakie. Let's see what we get on Route 25. Well, not necessarily delay for Froakie, but delay for the good rod. Now, I see a Pokemon I'm already interested in. But let's actually take a analyze first. So, Old Run encounters, it's guaranteed Tarantula because we already got Starly's, which is a dupe. Good Rod, if we care, are Skrelp, Deerling, and Dino. And then Super Rod is Chikorita, Zigzagoon, or Nimble, but the Super Rod encounters don't matter since by the time we get access to the Super World, which I believe is it's either after Sabrina or after Eric, um, in which the encounters would have been re-randomized again, because one thing about the scaled randomizer in Radical Red is the encounter table does change with each gym badge you get. But I believe with the normal randomizer, it just stays flat. So our grass encounters are Gibble, which is, you know, Garchomp is like, it's always a good one. Rattata, very niche. Whimsicott, meh, don't care about Whimsicott. Bellsprout, no. Purloin, Lipod, no. Ducklet Swanner, could be cool. Natu, Zartu, eh. I'll skip this one. I'll come back to this. Esper, not that really interesting. Actually, no, Meowstic is pretty cool. Dodrio is pretty sick. And then Spinarak, Eridas, no. Now, the reason why I'm eyeing up Cosmog, and I'm probably going to go ahead and take Cosmog, is it's a Pokemon that, if we can find on an early route, and there's nothing else we particularly need on that route, it's a Pokemon we should take. It's a Pokemon that rewards patience. And I guess skill, because if you're able to take this account early and get this all the way to, I believe, Koga Split. Yeah, if you're able to make it to Koga Split with this Pokemon in your box, you do get access to either Lunala or Solgaleo for Koga Split, which phenomenal Pokemon. Not necessarily for Koga Split, but you get access to it by Koga Split. But you have to wait. You have to absolutely wait, and it is pretty much a dead weight encounter until Koga Split, because Cosmog doesn't do... Are we healed up? Yeah, we are. Because Cosmog is pretty much dead weight until if Cosmog/Cosmo is straight up just dead weight for the majority of the game. It's dead weight through all of early game and most of the mid game. So it's like dead weight for like a solid 60-70% of the game. Haha, just made another 6-7 joke. I am such a loser. At my big age, I'm making 6-7 jokes. How does Feebas just die to a single fake out? Like, I know Feebas has like crap stats, but come on, man. That did absolutely nothing. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can dodge him. Cool. What about you? Also, I'm not sure in hardcore mode if any of these trainers are mini boss trainers. If they were, we probably would have stopped the stream after we fight this Cone Girl here. Right, we need to go and speak to Bill to defuse him. Nice. Also, we need to go ahead and give Cosmog a nickname. We'll do that after we've analyzed our PC for a second. Right. So in terms of ones that we could realistically bring to... Why does it send us a... Why have I got an email from my stream summary? The stream is still alive. Let me just double check Twitch for a second quickly. Okay, YouTube looks all good. Let me check Twitch. Wait, hold on. That's weird. Are we not live on Twitch? That's very odd. Because it shows us that we're live and doing okay on YouTube. But I just checked Twitch and we're not live on there. I'm not exactly sure how much of the stream, this is the issue with OBS. I might honestly switch to stream elements. Probably switch to stream elements next stream. Because I don't like the fact that Twitch is essentially not streaming. And I've only just found it out. I'm going to quickly... Let me just double check we're still good and live on YouTube. Yep, looks good. So now we should be live again on Twitch. Okay, we're back. Also, just realized we haven't changed the stream title. It says Brock's calling, but we've beaten Brock. Okay. Sorry, Twitch. I just noticed because I got an email that my stream summary was ready, even though we were still live streaming, which is odd. But anyway, I'm not exactly sure how far we've gone since, or at what point stream cut off and stopped, but essentially we made it past Nugget Bridge deathless. We've scooped up a new encounter in the form of Cosmog. We're delaying Route 24 until we get access to the Good Rod. And we also need to I need to double check what mons are also on that ooh, ow. Just to see if there's a world where we can grab dupes to guarantee we get Froakie with the Good Rod at least. Or to at least at the very least increase our odds against Froakie. Or it might be the case where we're able to guarantee Froakie an encounter on one of the rats after, so I don't know. But yeah, so right now we're kind of just looking at our box to see, okay, do we have a plan for Misty? Because admittedly, I'm not that like, we have 4 grass types, technically 3 since, essentially 3 because Parasect doesn't have any grass moves. Wait, do we have another one in our party? No. And we haven't got notes for the Clodsire. And then the Frogger is going to be a pain in the ass too. Now the reason why I'm like having this little debrief now is because I mentioned earlier I'm not sure if Twitch was live because it did get disconnected at some point. But we do have the opportunity to go ahead and then do the Dig House Grunt now. And potentially get a couple of encounters early. Now what this essentially means is the box we have now, the box we have after you grab the new encounters is going to be the exact same for Surge. The only difference would be levels and evolutions and stuff like that. I'm going to make the executive decision to go ahead and do that rocket grunt now. Because what it means is we've got, while our options for Surge not expanding, actually that's not necessarily true, because we can, once we've done the SSM, we can go ahead and grab go all the way to Celadon City, but we're not going to do that because we can actually lose mons on the way to Celadon City. It's happened to me before. It happened on attempt 4 I mean, it's happened to me before, like non-streamed attempts. But yeah, so if I remember correctly, the Rocket Grunt has a Alolan version which Poison Ivy should be able to deal with. It's got a Golbat, which none of them wants immediately scream out to me like, yo, you're gonna need me for Golbat. So I think I might bring Brionne for Golbat. I'm probably gonna bring Yachi Berry Leonardo for the Octillery. I don't know why I spaced out. And then I forgot what the fourth one was. What is the fourth one? I can check. Oh, it's the Oinkologne. I guess Clobbopus can deal with that. I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and give Leonardo Yachi Berry, and then we'll go ahead and take on. I'm gonna have to give you a Yachi Berry, and then we'll go ahead and take on the Dig House Grunt, and we'll go ahead and skip up some new encounters, and then yeah, just keep it trucking. Skip up new encounters and then go ahead and plan for Misty. Go ahead and click Bug Bite, Snarl, we should be fine. That's fine. Dead to Bug Bite? Do you get Berry? No. Should be Golbat next. Yeah, correct. Let me double check something. No, it's the Oinkologne that has a Berry. So I might switch out and steal this Berry. Oh no, it had black glasses. That probably explains why what's the move? That probably explains why Snarl did that much. Go Jean Grey. Did you got AP? Survive. That did piss. Course Poison, that might do some damage. Yeah. But with the Citrus Berry, we heal ourselves up. We survive. And that was only a crit too. No AP boost. We should survive one more Cross Poison. Please give us an Omni boost. Please give us an Omni boost. No. Yeah, we're dead to Cross Poison. So go to Nomura. This thing's not poison type. Poison? It's not a fairy type yet, so we're fine. It's fairy when it evolves. Thank you for your sub. Great service, Nomura. Thank you for dealing with a Golbat for me. Next should be Octillery. Yeah. This thing's gonna. Oh, we don't. We didn't give this thing Bullet Seed. But no, wait, you're not the Octillery answer. Oh, no. The Octillery answer was Leonardo. Never mind. We're fine. It's gonna go for Bullet Seed. Leonardo's gonna tank it. What's scary is the next move it's gonna use, which is Ice Wind. But Icy Wind's not even that strong a move. Yep, that's fine. Self-sufficient. Yeah, let's back up a little bit. And then Seed Bomb. Oh no, go for Rock Blast instead. Okay, that doesn't even do that much damage either. Say that. So it did like roughly like 30 HP. We should survive another rock blast. Oh wait, I wonder if I wonder OBS is disconnected again. What's actually going on with this software? Once we're done with stream, I'm actually gonna take a look to see what's going on with OBS, because it's actually starting to get on my nerves now. On why it just randomly just disconnects. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. It should not be doing that. Honestly, tempt. Okay, OBS is back again. If OBS disconnects one more time, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end stream there, and then probably come back either once we figured out why OBS is just messing up, or I don't know. Okay, this thing is it's going cologne. Just gonna go for a stockpile. Raise its defenses. Go ahead and bug bite to steal the figgy berry. No confusion? Nice. We'll go ahead and leech seed it. Because there's a someone that's gonna like be annoying to deal with. I think with the OBS connection issues, I'm kind of tempted to just just end stream once we've gotten the bonus encounters. Because like I'm kind of annoyed that like OBS was just disconnected from Twitch for like a solid, it looked like about half an hour at the very least, and I just was not aware. I was only aware once I got the stream summary. But it's fine because I think we've got the YouTube VOD. Oh my god, it's disconnected again. OBS is disconnected for again. Right. We beat this fight anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab the encounters, and then we're just gonna head and grab encounters and then just call it a day there. Hi Twitch, if you're back now. Yeah, so if you're back now from the disconnect, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're just gonna go ahead and grab our just go ahead and grab encounters now. I kind of want to take Dodo. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just grab encounters now, and then just call it a day, because I'm really starting to be annoyed with OBS and it's stupid disconnects. I'm gonna see why OBS keeps just disconnecting randomly, because it's done it about 4 or 5 times, whereas previously it's only done it about once. I just realized that this is Komodo, Commander Komodo. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna head and grab the our new potential encounters and then just call it there. Because it's just getting on my nerves, and then if we have to deal with all of that, why did X's do so much? But yeah, if we have to deal with all of that while we're fighting Misty, which is an important fight, I'm just not gonna be happy. But yeah. Epilogue, yeah. Nice. Says easy, but we got clam power. Nice. And then we'll go ahead and probably sort the nicknames of our new encounters off screen. Oh, I wonder if we can get an encounter on Underground Path. Yeah, we got the egg encounter. None of these mons. Actually, I take that back. I think Totodile would be good. Oh wait, hold on. Rewind. So we have a 33% chance at Eve. To be honest, I'm fine with a Pineco too. Because Fortress, stall strats with Fortress are indeed a thing. Well, not necessarily stall strats, but Fortress is a very good Pokemon to have. No, we need to go to Nomura. Yeah, fine. Stupid Total, man. Actually, it's not stupid. I like Total. Total's cute. Right, got more berries and held items, and then yellow shards too. Go ahead and speak to the guru to give us an old rod. And so old rod encounters 50-50 it's 50-50 chocolate, 50-50 core fish, and our good rod encounters is 33%. It's 33% chance Bagon, 33.3 recurring. Should I be more specific? 33.3 recurring Mianki and a 33.3 recurring Glowing Yamoth. And I'm not even gonna lie, I think they're all relative. I think all of our good rod encounters are. I would take any of the good rod encounters. And to be honest, I would say the same about the old rod encounters too. So I might honestly just take the gamble with a good rod, see what we got. But we're generally happy with anything here. Bagon, nice. Might honestly be an Elite Four one because Mega Salamence is a demon. Sorry. So older encounters 50-50 Meow, 50-50 Treecko. Good Rod, it's 50-50 Dwebble, 50-50 Seal. Or we can get one of these ones. Kinda wanna again, none of these ones help us with Misty. I guess we will take Rhyhorn. Snowball was in our egg encounter. We also get an SSN encounter too. Old Rod is 50-50 Glowing Yam as 50-50 Quarfish. Awful, it's 33% chance of one of those other three ones. Yeah, we Old Rod here. Gonna close that window down. Let's go ahead and get the bike voucher so we can get access to the bike when we go back to Cerulean. Do you give us anything? Oh, I didn't know you can. Oh, I didn't realize they made the Cinnabar Island fossil guy here. Go ahead and get revived because yeah, that's achievable. So now, I don't know if you watched. So earlier I mentioned how we might be changing up our role on gifting counters. This would kind of apply here. Well, we may change up our role in gifting counters, so I said may. I think I'll keep it in place for Cerulean City slash I'll keep it in place for Cerulean City slash this place. But for Celadon, no, sorry, Vermilion City, not Cerulean City. But I think for Celadon, I will just limit it to. I don't know. I haven't decided how I want to deal with Celadon. Need to remember I skipped Lily. I haven't decided how I'm gonna tackle them. Shoulders next, Celadon. So that might be something I just decide as the run goes on. Choo goes next. I'm pretty sure we skipped Archon. Yeah. We skipped Archon, we did Turtoga Tyron. And then Omora's next. Right, so our encounters are Wismar, Sobble, Code School, Flittle, Oh, we got a Sentren. This is very interesting. I'll come back to Sentren in a second. We got Picky Pack, Smoliv, Mime Jr., and a very useless vocal, a Sacrificial Lamb. Now, I want to come back to Sentren real quick because there is an in-game trade, and this is a very weird in-game trade, but it's still something in the game nonetheless. We can trade the ferret we evolved into for a. I don't know how to describe it because it's not even a Pokemon. We get, for some reason, the devs thought it was funny and implemented a trade for a Power World Pokemon. So you trade ferret for like this blue Power World thing, which, sure, which is like a very weird thing, but I guess it's a thing in the game. But yeah, like that. Gonna go ahead. Gonna go ahead and the Poke Rider's in our bag. We're gonna go ahead and use the Poke Rider to go. Actually, no, we'll go ahead and grab our Route 24 encounter. Oh wait, we also get a Cerulean City encounter too. Hey, we got Froakie in the end anyway. Stupid. That's cool. We didn't get Cerulean City encounter. Let me check. Order. Yeah, it's looking like a delay. But anyway, yeah. OBS keeps on messing up and just randomly disconnecting, so I'm just gonna. I don't know why it's doing that, so I'm probably just gonna end stream here and probably just troubleshoot that offline. I don't know if it's a case where I'm just gonna have to stream with something else and not OBS. That's gonna be a worst case scenario because it means I'm gonna have to probably spend. It means I probably won't be live tomorrow. Or by the way, I apologize for not streaming yesterday, even though I said we're gonna do this challenge where we're gonna stream every single day this week, even though despite the fact that I didn't stream yesterday, which I'm sorry for, but you know what, I don't know what to do. I'm human. You know, we're not able to just do everything we're able to want to. But yeah, um, if it is the case that if there's any issues with OBS and it's gonna require us to switch to like a new streaming software like Streamlabs, then I'm gonna have to. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream again on Friday. But if it's the case that if it's something that I can like just troubleshoot myself and get OBS working where it just stops like randomly disconnecting, then we'll probably be live tomorrow, but only to do the Mystify. Okay, maybe a little bit of the SSN, but mainly just to do Mystify. So yeah, if you tuned in at any point to any of the like random streams on Twitch or the singular stream on YouTube, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit follow. Make sure to hit follow on Twitch or subscribe onto YouTube so you can see next time that we're live. Also again also make sure you go ahead and subscribe on YouTube to see some of the and take a look at some of our shorts of some of the highlights from our runs, not the run of highlights of actually some of the highlights of our runs of Radical Red so far. I've still got like a backlog of streams to go through, although I finally caught up to attempt 4, which means we're like not far behind. But main reason why I've caught up so quickly to attempt 4 is because a lot of the early clips were like kind of introductory clips to Radical Red / the run, but now we've sort of hit a point where a lot of it is just going to like repeatable moments. So anything new will just any new clips will be stuff that's like I don't know, just anything interesting. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to catch you in the next one. Make sure everyone has nice. Make sure I cannot talk for the fucking life of me. Make sure all of you have a nice night. Peace out and have a damn good one.